a republic if you can keep it. Benjamin Franklin. No, I'm not Benjamin Franklin. I'm Brandon. But Benjamin Franklin said that 112 years ago. No, come on. You didn't know that? Guys, what are we doing here at the end of the day? 250 years ago, around 250 years ago, Ben Franklin, I was just testing you because we're going to get into this in a second because no one knows history or facts anymore about why we were founded, why America was founded. This is the whole point of this article. And Ben Franklin was asked as they were leaving the Constitutional Convention, while they were leaving the meetings about what they were going to give the country and what they were arguing for. And someone had asked him, sir, what have you given us? And he said, a republic, if you can keep it. And boy, is it hanging by a thread. Can we keep it though? And there's a reason they gave us a republic. A republic, not a democracy. This is insidiousness, the insidiousness at the root of the language change here. There's an important reason the unproductive class calls the USA a democracy and not a republic. I must have missed where it said in the Pledge of Allegiance, and to the democracy for which it stands. Clowns. Absolute clown world. Oh, that's right. Kids don't even say it anymore. So how would they know? Fortunately, in many private schools, the Pledge of Allegiance is still said. But in public schools, heaven forbid, we can't say that. They can't know that it's actually a republic. It's a democracy. What are you talking about? People get confused because we aren't even taught civics, old stories, the Pledge of Allegiance, or any historical information of use. And maybe that's what Michelle Obama was referring to when she said this. Watch this, a 23-second clip of Michelle. I'm not going to play it here. Go watch it. It's just a 23-second clip of Michelle talking about this and saying we need to rewrite our traditions and our history. They tell you this. The people that are out to take power from you tell you what they are doing. They happen over and over. They find them at the WEF. You find these people at the WEF. You find them in all global agencies. There's a reason they continually tell you what they're going to do. It's like a burglar. It's like a criminal has to just tell you about their heist. They can't just leave it to themselves. Most of these WEF types are more focused on CRT, on critical race theory, and rewriting history to the globalist liking, or so it makes us feel better, right? The lemmings just say, well, it makes me feel better. And the globalists, the people that know what's happening and know what they're doing, are purposely doing it, are rewriting it so they can rewrite it to their liking, and then they can take power. We are the almighty. We are the ones. Bow down to us, ball. We are the ones. This is why democracy is always used instead of republic. It's easy to get a 51-49 vote to change anything on a whim. That's democracy. Majority rules. Hey, there's 3 of us. Should we kill John? Well, 2-1. Sorry, John, you voted no, but 2-1. Sorry. Is that the world we want to live in? Is that what we truly want? Democracy is more emotional and less logical. This is what allows things like the Electoral College to be up for debate. We're debating, is Electoral College a good thing? Probably a pretty good thing, since it's what's kept this country the way it is and got the superpower status over the last 250 years, because the average person has no idea why we have our system and how it protects them. No clue. This is all a psyop to get you used to hearing this over and over and over and over. It's the democracy. It's a democracy. It's democracy. Almost, democracy dies in darkness. Oh, they almost destroyed democracy on January 6th or whatever the next thing of the day is, right? They just want you to think it's normal. It's definition changing. It's just like many other definitions you've seen changing, like recession or marriage or gender, and it's working. It's important to distinguish that the United States is a republic and not a democracy. That ensures that the rights and protections of all citizens are upheld rather than just the will of the majority. Read that again. A republic ensures the rights and protections of all citizens are upheld rather than just the will of the majority. In a pure democracy, though, the majority would have complete control of the government and the rights of the minority would not be protected. In contrast, a republic is a form of government in which power is held by elected representatives and the laws are made according to a constitution that we agreed on and that they don't change, which serves as the supreme law of the land, a nation of laws, a nation of rules, not rulers. Now we have a nation of rulers without rules, right? We have majority rule. We're trying to get into this democracy thing, right? 51-49. One of the most important aspects of the United States being a republic is the protection of individual rights and freedoms. The Constitution of the United States outlines that rights and freedoms of citizens, such as the right to free speech, freedom of religion, and the right to bear arms, to protect yourself against anything and anyone, among others. These rights are protected by the Constitution and cannot be taken away by the government or the majority. This is crucial in a society where people have different beliefs, opinions, religions, lifestyles. Think about that. That's the Republic, the Constitution, actually the Bill of Rights actually give the people the ability to live those different lifestyles, not just cramming my lifestyle down your throat. Oh, you don't like my lifestyle? You're banned. Oh, you don't like my lifestyle? You're canceled. That's not how this works. That's mob rule. That's democracy. A republic says, no, 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 no. We have to get along here somehow. We have to all come together. We have a code we all live by. The United States is also a federal republic. This is very important as well. This means that the power is divided by the federal government and the individual states. This allows for a balance of power and ensures that government does not become too centralized. The states are able to make their own laws and regulations within the boundaries set by the federal government and allows for a more diverse and decentralized government. And quite honestly, it can go outside the federal government, right? This is how you have, oh, you know what, Indiana is messing up, or California or Idaho is messing up. We're not going to do that here. It allows for that. When things are too centralized, now we're all under the same umbrella. And if we screw up, then we're all screwed. This is important for the protection of the rights of and freedoms of citizens, as it allows for different regions to have different laws and regulations that reflect their specific needs and values, what we were just saying. Another important aspect of the United States being a republic is the rule of law. The Constitution and the laws of the United States are applied to all citizens, or at least they should be, regardless of their social status, race, or religion. And remember, humans are the only things that screw this up. Humans are what screw this up in trying to usurp power, change definitions, try to obscure truth and reality. That's who screws it up. The people trying to gain that power, they are the ones that screw this up. And the people, the voters, are the ones who screw this up by not being informed, by not understanding these basic tenets, these basic civics lessons. That's how this gets, the Overton window gets moved, and we get so far down the road from individualism and freedom to collectivism and slavery. This ensures that everyone is held accountable for their actions, that no one is above the law. This is crucial for society to function in a just and fair way. Crucial. Those couple sentences are huge. That's why there's a two-tier justice system now, because we've gotten away from the Constitution. We've gotten away from the principles. We don't follow those documents anymore. We just are off doing our own thing. Rules, not rulers, not rules. Just whoever the ruler of the day is, executive order, we're doing this, we're changing that. Goalposts constantly moving. Well, good luck. In addition, the United States, being a republic, also ensures that the government is accountable to the people. The government is elected by the people and is accountable to them through regular elections. Free and fair elections, which that's the only similarity to democracy here. It's supposed to be both of them are free and fair elections. Democracy is kind of the portal that you go through into a democracy or into a republic in a way. Like democracy is just the voting apparatus in a way, and you can live in a democracy. And it's just 51-49. That's the only way the republic and democracy really share any similarity. It's just the voting mechanism. They share that, and really that's it. Just like the voting day in and of itself. That's it. This allows for citizens to have a say in government and who governs them, holds them, and that way they can hold their representatives accountable for their actions. And also, we used to have the states pick their senators, not the people. Again, another obstruction of justice, quite honestly. This is important for the protection of the rights and freedoms of all citizens, as it ensures that the government is responsive to their needs and concerns. In conclusion, the only thing democracy has in common with a republic is that it's both using free and fair elections to obtain its government, like we just mentioned. It is important to distinguish that the United States is a republic and not a democracy because it ensures that the rights and protections of all citizens are upheld. The Constitution of the United States serves as the supreme law of the land and outlines the rights and freedoms of citizens and what the government can't do and what the government must do to uphold all those rights. They are protected, which are protected by that government. As Barack Obama said as well, he believed the Constitution was a chart of negative liberties because he was a government official through and through. He was someone who wanted power, and he looked at it in a negative light. Me, I couldn't look at it in any more other than a positive light. That is an unbelievable document that keeps me safe, keeps my family safe, keeps my friends safe, keeps my children safe from tyrannical government. Boy, how those different mindsets can look at something, one thing, and think so differently of it. The United States, being a federal republic, also allows for a balance of power and ensures that the government is accountable to the people. And again, just to remind you, I mean, the Bush family was a lot of the same way, the Obamas, Bidens, the Clintons. There's many people in government on both sides of the aisle that think they are the law. They think they are the ones who need to rule law. The United States, being a federal republic, also allows for a balance of power and ensures that government is accountable to the people. The rule of the law The rule of law ensures that everyone is being held accountable for their actions, that no one is above the law. All these factors are crucial for the protection of the rights and freedoms of all citizens and for the functioning of a just and fair society. So there you have it. We are a republic, not a democracy. Do not let mainstream media, academia, the unproductive class, the global cabal of agencies, whoever it is, do not let them gaslight you. Former presidents, I don't care who. Do not let people gaslight you. Understand who you are. Understand where you come from. As Winston Churchill said, the farther you look into the past, the further you can see into the future. We must be people who can stand for something, or else we are going to fall for anything. And we are. It's working. As we said, the language changing, the language shifting, it's working and it's wreaking havoc. This is why the division and the hate gets ramped up so that people get distracted from what's actually being played on them, which is what we talk about a lot, which is the money. You destroy the money, you take God out of humans, and you take the money and destroy that. This is one of the first tenets of the Communist Manifesto was take out religion, it was destroy the nuclear family, and create a central bank, debauch the currency, print it into oblivion, and a progressive income tax. Well, we have all those things. They are destroying us from the inside out. And they, I mean the global cabal. I mean, the Rothschild types, the collectivist types. Anyone who is a collectivist and is promoting, ESG, green agendas, all these different things. You don't think every human on the planet wants a clean planet? Like, who are we kidding here at the end of the day? Right? We all have to breathe the same air, drink the same water. Like, the fact that people can even think like, yeah, you're right, there is half the population that really doesn't think that. Just complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. So be informed, please. Like and subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please share this. This is one of the most important things we have. If we don't have this, we don't understand this, we don't have anything. Western society and Western life falls away if you let this happen. So please share this out. Whoever might need this, whoever might you need to hear this from a different person, please, 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 I beg of you, please get this out. We're in this together. Please share it far and wide. And I appreciate your time and energy. It's the most important asset we have. Only trade it for another finite thing. Trade your finite time for a finite asset, like Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. This is freedom advice at the end of the day. Please like and subscribe. Only trade your finite assets for each other, which is only two I know, Bitcoin and time and Bitcoin. Appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.